Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is Friday today. I think it will be Saturday when you are seeing this. My name is Mindy. This is See Mindy Mom, and today I am checking in with you guys from my WW studio. I am about to go into my workshop and have a wellness check, aka weigh-in, and I will fill you guys in on the details. Okay, you guys, I've got some time to kill before I need to go into my meeting, so I thought I'd just hop on here. And I really wanted to kind of reintroduce myself. I have quite a few new followers, or subscribers, I should say. In just the last month, I think I've picked up like 300 subscribers. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, thank you for continuing to come back and see me. I have been a WW member multiple times in my adult life. I've always had success on this program. I came back to it most recently in March of 2017, because we're coming up on 2 years. I got to a point in December of 2016 where my weight had just consistently crept up. I was at probably over 170 pounds, and I used some of the tools and habits that I learned on a previous WW program to kind of work the program on my own. And then a few months later, I joined the program, and I have lost a total of I don't know an exact total, but it's over 25 pounds. I kind of float around somewhere in the low 140s now, and I feel better. I feel better about the way my body looks in the clothes that I'm wearing. I have more energy. I had no idea how much it was affecting me to carry around 20 plus extra pounds. And I know that in my mind, I justified carrying around that weight because it wasn't that bad. You know, it wasn't, oh, I didn't have 50 pounds to lose. I didn't have 70 pounds to lose. I mean, a lot of people would have looked at me and been like, oh, you know, she's a little fluffy, but there's not very much going on there. But you know what? I couldn't find clothes that fit very well, because in order to fit some parts of my body, I had to buy it big, or it had to be tight in another part of my body. I did not feel good. I wasn't sleeping very well. I was not eating foods that really fueled my body and that helped me in managing and going through my very busy life, which I love. I lead a very blessed life, and I'm grateful for it. All that's to say, I know that it can seem like there may be that person in your meeting that you're like, what is that person doing there? They don't have any weight to lose. But I guarantee you that person, if they're like me, is somebody who needs the workshop, who needs the habits and the tools and the check-in and the community to continue to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And they probably didn't start out there. You know, they're working on something and they need it. And my hat is off to people who have lost 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 100 pounds. Oh my gosh, that is just incredible. And I am super proud of anybody who's just taken it upon themselves to lose, 5 pounds. If you've reached that 5 pound mark, that initial marker with Weight Watchers where they say, yay, kudos to you. You've reached that first kind of milestone in your journey. So sometimes I feel like, because I've only lost 25 pounds, maybe what I have to say isn't as meaningful, or isn't as helpful. But you know what? Whether you have 100 pounds, 75 pounds, 50 pounds, or 25 pounds to lose, everybody's got that last 25 pounds in all of those categories that I mentioned. You know what I mean? So the stuff that I've been through and the stuff that I'm going through, eventually, even somebody who has more weight to lose, they will reach that point. So all that's to say, I like to share this with you guys because it holds me accountable and it helps me to kind of talk through some things in my mind. And also, I hope that it's helpful to somebody out there. So there's a little catch up from me. I am going to get in and hop on the scale. I'm expecting to see a gain. If you've been watching my videos this week, it's been kind of a tough week. I've been dealing with some stress. I'm very happy with the way I've handled it. I don't feel like I've let it get out of control, or if I started to go down that path, I reined it in really quickly, but I still am kind of expecting to see a gain. Hormones are playing a part too, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. So I'm really, I've never forgotten what somebody said, and it may have been Kim over at Fit and Fabulous Mama, or maybe it's several people who have said this. When you gain weight, you need the meeting. When you lose weight, the meeting needs you, because you have input, that may be valuable to somebody else. Or even if you've gained weight, you may have input that's valuable to somebody else. So that's why I'm such a big fan of the meetings now, workshops, because I don't leave here ever regretting that I came. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to face the scale, I'm going to get it done, and I'll see you guys in just a bit. Okay, you guys, it is actually several hours later. I rushed out of the meeting and went to a lunch appointment. I had an appointment with somebody who I knew would be a great source to glean from, who had my position as children's music director in the church I'm serving that years ago when the program was like, and man, I'm so glad I went. It was an amazing lunch. She and I are kindred spirits. We think a lot alike. It was just amazing. It was awesome. It was affirming. But I was in a hurry to get to that, so I didn't hop on here and check in with you guys. So last week, my weight was 143 even, 143 on the dot. That was last Thursday, and actually today is Friday. And today, last week it was 143. Today it was here. Hopefully you can see that. 143.6 for a gain of 0.6. And I got to be honest with you guys, I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that considering the week that I have. And you guys know, if you watched my What I Eat in a Day and you watched my kind of chat about being stressed, I've been dealing with a little bit of stress, and it's nothing horrible. It's going to pass. There are some changes coming down the pike in my job, and I'm going to be taking on more obligations in my job. And so just kind of dealing with all of that is what was stressing me out, and I'll continue to deal with that a little bit in the weeks to come until I get into a new routine and a new normal. So it's an exciting kind of stress, but it was also a worrisome kind of stress for a couple of days. So anyway, that's what I was dealing with. And to get through this week, especially where I am hormonally, I know that it's a time of the month when I typically weigh more. So to get out of that with just a 0.6 gain, I am really, really happy. Of course, I'm at Sonic, you guys, for the third day in a row. I have a problem. I normally don't come this often. I just found myself in the vicinity, and I've been out of the house since early this morning. I've been drinking my water, but I was really thirsty. I had a 3-hour lunch with this person, and man, I'm just so glad. It was so awesome. I'm so glad. By the way, I don't have the box to show you because I take them out of the box and put them in a little pocket thing that I keep hanging over my pantry door. But these Jolly Rancher water enhancers that I got yesterday, actually you haven't seen them yet. There's a video going up on Monday. It's a collab, and this is one of the boxes that I got. But these Jolly Rancher water enhancers are a new fave. This is the flavor watermelon, and it tastes like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. It really does. It's sugar-free. It's 10 calories per stick. I don't worry about it because I try to limit myself to just one of these, but oh my gosh, this was delicious. It's a new favorite. I got it at my local grocery store, so I don't know if they carry it, but they had a green apple flavor too, but the watermelon flavor, oh, so good. So today the meeting was about what's your why. And you know, it's the beginning of the year, so WW is kind of going over their greatest hits, you know, 0-point foods and what's your why and get active. They're just hitting the high points, you know, for all of the new people. And this is part of their mindset. There's kind of a mindset, food, and activity are sort of the three things that they circle around. And the what's your why is important so that it's not just about a number on the scale, or it's not just about a way that you look, or, you know, it's not necessarily a specific event, like I just want to lose weight for my wedding or something. It needs to be like several reasons, you know, that encompass why this is a lifestyle that you are going to adopt for a long time. And it's interesting because I had actually been thinking about how much my mindset of why I want to be a certain weight or why I want to lose weight has changed. You know, before it really was vanity. I wanted to look a certain way. And now, I mean, and listen, there's nothing wrong with that because, I mean, to an extent, because when you look a certain way, you feel a certain way, you know, so I can understand wanting to feel good in your clothes and wanting to feel good in a swimsuit or wanting to feel confident. You know, that's different than I just want to look good in a bikini. You know, I feel like for me, at least, looking good is not a reason that will stay with me forever. Feeling good is a reason that I will keep, a why that I will keep over the long term. But, you know, it used to be vanity. I wanted to look a certain way. And now, yes, it's nice that my clothes fit. It's nice that, you know, different styles of clothes fit that didn't fit me before, that I can, you know, shop, you know, in different sizes and shop in all the regular stores and stuff like that. But really, you know, it's not that I need to look good in a swimsuit. I do not need to have a bikini body. I need for my body to function a certain way for me. I don't need to look good in a swimsuit. I need to be able to wear a swimsuit and have my body be able to get in the pool and swim with my kids, or run around the splash pad with them. Like, I need for my body to function a certain way. And that is my why. You know, I had way less energy when I was 25 pounds heavier. I had a hard time making it through the day. I was less productive at home. My home was not, you know, as picked up or tidy or clean. I wasn't getting little projects done. I was running out of steam at school teaching. And I didn't really connect that to my weight at the time. I just thought I lead a busy, stressed life, and that was part of it. But I really, really feel like my energy picked up whenever I got some of that extra weight off. So that really, that mindset surprised me, you know, that I'm like, well, it's not as much about how I look anymore. Although that's part of it still. I mean, I'll admit, I like to, you know, wear clothes in a certain size and feel good in my clothes. And I certainly don't want to be embarrassed to put on a swimsuit, but I don't have a swimsuit perfect body. And honestly, I didn't even 15 years ago whenever I was in the Miss Oklahoma pageant. Yes, I did that. But it's just totally changed from I want to look a certain way to I want to feel a certain way. And my lifestyle has changed too. You know, for instance, at the lunch today, I went to have lunch and it was at a Mexican food place. You know, a lot of people, including myself, struggle because there's chips and salsa and queso. And then it's, you know, real cheesy, meaty, oily, greasy dishes like enchiladas and burritos and stuff like that. And those things can be made healthy, but typically not at a Mexican food restaurant. It's more like when I make them at home, I know what goes in them. But you know what? Instead of getting something like that, instead of munching on chips endlessly, I maybe had 4 tortilla chips and a little bit of salsa. And I ordered off the menu. I just asked them, hey, can you get me a grilled chicken breast and, you know, a side of veggies, some steamed veggies, even if they're sauteed, you know, peppers, I'm fine with that too. And he was like, sure, I can bring that to you. So number one, don't be afraid to ask for what you want. And number two, you know, that it wasn't even about this is a choice that's lower in points or this is a choice that's, you know, better for me. It was about eating foods that I thought would make me feel good. You know, it was about not walking out of that restaurant going, oh gosh, I'm so full. I can't imagine eating for another week. And then tonight, of course, I eat dinner. You know, it really was, I was choosing something that sounded good to me because I knew it would make me feel good. So, yeah, that's where I am with that. I'm up 0.6. I'm still, you know, under my goal weight. My goal weight's 145. The highest I can weigh in and maintain lifetime membership is 147. So I'm like way far away from that. I'm good with that. Still my short-term goal is to get under 143. I'm just working on 1 pound basically right now, and we'll see where I go from there. I've got really small goals moving forward just to kind of see where I want to end up and where I want to maintain. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to keep moving forward. I've got another crazy week coming up. It's going to have its own stress. So we'll see. It might be another maintaining week or another small gain week for me. I'm just going to tackle each day as it comes. My parents are visiting, so I know we're going to have some indulgences this weekend and some splurges, but I also know that I am capable of controlling myself, that I'm capable of choosing the things that are going to make me feel good and not overindulging in stuff that doesn't make me feel good, that makes me feel like crap, like too much sugar or too much junk food or, you know, stuff like that. So that's where I am. That's what I have for you guys. If you are new here, again, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I would love it if you give this video a thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel, and leave me a comment below and let me know how you are doing. I love to read your comments. I read them all. I try to respond as much as I can, and thank you every time you guys do that. I will check in with you guys next time. Bye.